Well, crap, that sucks. 120 did not hold. Now, that's not a surprise at all to any of you that saw my video from last week when I explained that this area right here around 120 was not support, despite everybody else and all the videos that I had seen on YouTube and on other social media saying that 120 was support. 120 was the floor for Mullen. It's never going below 120. And in last week's video, I broke down why that was not support, and it was very unlikely that it was going to hold. So let's take a look at the charts and see where that support level might come in. I got all kinds of hate on that video last week when I said 120 isn't support. Remember, I am long Mullen Stock. I am a believer in this company, but this has also created an opportunity for me to reduce my cost basis in the stock without buying any additional shares through selling covered calls. If that interests you at all, check out the Discord in the link below. I look for breakdown highs and breakdown lows and matching lows to look for support. The next level of support is this line right here, just under 80 cents. I have it down to 78 cents. That is my next line in the sand for Mullen Automotive. In all honesty, I believe that actually is a support level at all. The only number I care about is this 52 cents. I'm looking for a higher low. I want to see a higher low on this pullback. If we don't get that, then there's probably a lot more negative things coming for this stock. 80% of the time, you're going to get a break below or a break above this consolidation box. We had a break below. I am long this stock. Ideally, what am I looking for? It's one of my favorite trades. We broke below. Now I'm looking for my favorite trade, which is the look below and fail, which requires a move back into this box and then a break back through the top of the box. So 120 is now my goal on the upside. Until we get price back above 120 and we get it to stay there for a significant amount of time and move higher, the upside is probably limited for now. Obviously, that can change very quickly with one single news announcement, and that's why I hold the stock, even though it looks like price continues to move lower. Let's take a look at the other charts. When you look at this chart, what do you see? Not just this chart, but any stock chart. What you're looking at is price and time, fear and greed. What you're looking at is the history, the journey of people have bought and sold this stock. All the indicators are off. Let's take a quick walk through what has been happening. A lot of people started to buy the stock here at 50 cents. We had all the rumors. People started to buy. Everybody's happy except for the shorties. We make a little bit of a correction. These people who bought up here are not happy, but they're not completely panicking yet. The people who bought in this area at the middle of the range, they're flat, they're even, they don't feel pain, and they're not too excited. We make another run up, and that also brings in more buyers in this area. Now, as we start to come down and we get below where most of these people have bought, now you're at the point where a lot of these people who bought are now losing money. And that changes. And what happens when you get below this candle? People with stops start getting hit and they sell. Now we're into this middle area. And even the people who got in early in February, they're now even after being up huge. They're not liking their position too much anymore. And then as we break lower, more and more people start to panic. This is typical. This happens all the time. And this actually takes weak hands out of the market. This is the trend quality indicator you'll see. We continue to get an expansion of the trend to the negative. Looking at the market forecast, intermediate, near term, all pegged to the downside. This actually is starting now to indicate that we may be getting closer to a bottom than we were last week, as we're starting to see a cluster of all three indicators now in the lower reversal area. Taking a look at the MACD, we haven't yet started to curl up, and looking at the histogram, we're actually starting to get a little bit more negative. RSI is now below 30, getting into the oversold. Remember, we can stay there for a long time, but this is actually a little bit more of an indicator that we could be getting closer to a bottom. I'm starting finally to look for that bottom. As I pointed out last week, here's our momentum indicator. We turned red, we've stayed red, even through this area where people thought we were starting to form a base. We did not. This momentum indicator never moved. We continue the move. This is way too big of a fan. The trend is not yet changed. We're still sideways to down. 4-hour trend remains down. 1-hour trend remains down as well. Kill a short with me and hit that subscribe button. How much do you know about the man who's running the show at Mullen Automotive? If you own Mullen stock at all, you're not going to want to miss this video where I look at the background and history and answer the question,